All right. So, Erin asked me to talk about this topic tonight, and it's something that I've talked about a million times, but it's something I really want to talk about now because my month of February has been insane. I'm not bragging by any means. I just want to tell you what consistency really, truly means in this business. I've said it 100 times, but I don't think I really understood it until I actually started preaching, I started walking the walk, I guess. So one of the hardest things in this business is consistency. Consistency with your posting, with your reading, with your workouts, inviting every day, following up with people every day. And the only way that you're going to be consistent is if you have a method, if you have a system, if you have a schedule. If you know that like every day at this time is when you're going to invite, if you know that every day at this time you're going to post, if you know that you're going to work out at this time every day. I know it sounds like really hard, but once you actually start doing it, it's like the most amazing thing. I don't really know how else to say it. It truly is amazing when you actually start being consistent. So, at the beginning of the year, I decided that I was going to write a schedule and I was going to be consistent and I was going to make sure I was inviting people every single day. I didn't care if it was inviting one person a day or if it was inviting 10 people a day. I was going to invite someone every day. One person. But if it was just one person. I'm not talking like someone that you've invited before. I'm talking about a new person. And the only way that you can do that is if you are being consistent and you're adding of people. So again, back to consistency. So I kind of wrote out a few steps that would help you guys in being consistent. The first thing, obviously, is writing your schedule. Mine's pretty simple. Okay, it's not simple. It's actually long. But I literally mapped out my entire day. Like, I'm waking up at this hour. I'm reading at this hour. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I am a scatterbrained squirrel, and if I don't have written down what I'm going to do, or if I don't wake up every morning and write my to-do list physically, like today I will accomplish this if nothing's getting done. I will sit on Facebook for 3 hours and just scroll and talk to random people, but not actually invite anyone. So there's that. So that's number one. Number two, to ensure that you're being consistent, find a success partner. I know that you guys had some in boot camp, but reach out to somebody on our team that you think that you might actually be compatible with. Something, you can have a success partner for anything. You can have a success partner for reading, and then you can have a different one for scheduling, whatever you need to do, but you need to have someone to check in with. I actually use my husband. He's an awesome success partner. Every day he comes home, asks me how my day was, and ask me how many challenge packs I sold. So I know that when he comes home, if I don't have a good answer, he'll be like, Sarah, and I kind of need that. Number three, adding to your network. So there's kind of two that goes with this. So every day, the first thing you should do when you sit down at your computer to work is add to your network. I'm talking about going in, finding people on Facebook, and adding to your network. If you are not adding to your network, then there's no point in you going on and trying to invite people because eventually you are going to run out of people to talk to. I know this is hard and it's awkward at first because like you're adding people that you don't know and it's weird. But once you start getting to the point where you're like adding people that you have like 50 plus friends in common, they're going to be more apt to talk to you. On top of that, not only adding people, you have to actually talk to them. Like you can't add them and then not talk to them and expect them to like know who you are, what you do, or what you're about. I'm not saying that you should add them and then say, hey, I'm a Beachbody coach and I think you should be in my challenge group. Did you guys see the video? Did I post it? What coaches say?
Yes. Yes, it was ridiculous.
I know, but it's so true. Like, oh my gosh, I'm looking back at like what I did when I first started. Like, if someone started talking to me about fitness, I'm like, oh my gosh, you should join my challenge group. It's on Facebook, and then you should be on my team because we're like so awesome and like do like completely unprofessional. And like these people are like, who the hell is this person? But seriously, inform them, talk to them. I had an issue the last week where I was literally forming these people for like 3 weeks, and for some reason I was like terrified to actually like invite them. So because I waited, I decided I was going to invite 12 people today. So I invited 12 people today, and I got 12 no's. And then you know how much that hurts. Like, as much as you don't want to take that emotional, like, ow, they just said no to me, I still got 12 no's. But that's okay. Because then I got some yeses. But you have to work through those. Work through them consistently. And then, so that was number 3. Number 4 is definitely invite. Even if you're inviting one person a day, it could be to a free nutrition challenge, it could be to open house, it could be to a challenge group, it could be to our open house, which we are going to get to this later, but I'm hoping that you guys have some people to go into our open house next week. But, yeah. So, just invite them to something. We have a free nutrition challenge the first week of every month. And then whoever is in the grocery budget challenge, I'm actually rolling it into a free nutrition challenge. So I'm hoping that all 75 people that are signing up that are going to be in this nutrition challenge, or I'm sorry, the grocery budgeting challenge will do the nutrition challenge as well. So basically, I'll tell you about that later. And then number 5 is personal development. If I was not reading every day in January or listening to something at least once for 20 minutes, there's no way that I would have survived. Because when you're inviting, like the way that you should be inviting, like I just said, it's emotionally taxing when people start saying no constantly. So it hurts, of course, but if I wasn't listening to personal development and like trying to empower myself and to better myself, then I would not have made it through January. And just a few things, like they said it in a Diamond Mind. I don't know if you guys were on that call, but like this business has like a 30-day lag to it. You know, you work hard for 30 days and you feel like nothing is happening, and then all of a sudden all this stuff starts rolling in. So I struggled like crazy to hit Success Club in January. I barely hit Success Club 7, and that I felt like I was begging and pleading for that to happen. But because I was consistent in January, now this month I'm at SC16 and I signed up 5 new coaches. Like that never would have happened if I wasn't consistent in January. So I know you guys work and you can't invite like I do, and I totally understand, but just make it your own. Make it your own consistency. Invite as many people as you can a day, even if it's just one person. You know, that one person that you might decide to invite that day might be your next rock star. You're never going to know if you don't actually invite. Mm-hmm. So there's my consistency speech. Does anyone have any questions? No? Hold on, I'm gonna stop the